I never believed an anniversary could break a relationship. I always thought those days were meant to remind you why you chose each other in the first place. But that night, I found myself alone on the couch, staring at a half-empty bottle of wine, replaying every moment and wondering how I missed the signs. My name is Alex. I'm 28 and I've always tried to be the kind of partner who pays attention. The kind who listens, remembers small details and shows love through effort. Emily and I had been together for 3 years. Long enough to build routines, inside jokes and shared memories that felt solid. We'd celebrated birthdays, promotions and past anniversaries without problems. I thought we had rhythm, balance, understanding. That's why I had no fear going into this anniversary. Weeks before the day arrived, I started thinking about her gift. I didn't want something rushed or obvious. I wanted it to mean something. Emily always said she loved unique pieces, things with character, things that didn't look mass-produced. So when I stumbled into a small boutique downtown and saw a handcrafted silver necklace in the display case, I stopped cold. It was simple but elegant. A little vintage. The kind of piece that felt personal, not flashy. I could already picture her wearing it at dinners or special occasions. It wasn't cheap, but that didn't matter to me. What mattered was the thought behind it. On the morning of our anniversary, I woke up early. I wrapped the necklace carefully and placed it on the kitchen counter where she'd see it as soon as she came out for coffee. I tried to act normal, but inside I was buzzing. I kept imagining her reaction. The smile, the surprise, the way she'd say my name when she liked something. When Emily finally walked into the kitchen, she looked exactly like she always did in the mornings. Messy bun. Oversized hoodie. Half awake. I smiled and nodded toward the box. "Happy anniversary," I said. She glanced at the gift and raised an eyebrow. "Oh," she said. No smile. No excitement. I told myself she was just tired. "Go on," I said. "Open it." She unwrapped it slowly. When she saw the necklace, her face changed, but not in the way I expected. She looked at it, then at me, and her expression hardened. "You seriously thought I'd wear this?" she said. "It looks cheap." "I don't wear cheap junk." For a moment, my brain just shut down. "Cheap junk?" I repeated quietly. "I spent weeks looking for that. I really thought you'd like it." She shrugged like none of it mattered. "It's just not my style." Then, without hesitation, she walked to the trash can and dropped the necklace inside. Just like that. I felt something crack inside my chest. Weeks of effort, care, intention, thrown away in seconds. I wanted to shout. I wanted to explain that it wasn't about money, that it wasn't random, that it meant something. But my throat tightened and no words came out right. I sat down at the table, hands trembling. "Why would you do that?" I asked. "Why not just tell me you don't like it?" She crossed her arms and looked at me like I was being dramatic. "Because that's what it is, Alex. Why would you think this was appropriate? I don't want to wear something that looks cheap." I felt smaller with every word. All I could think about were the countless times I'd tried to make her happy. The little surprises. The effort I put into listening, remembering, showing up. Had none of it mattered? Was I always just falling short in her eyes? The room felt heavy. Silent. Suffocating. That's when it hit me. This wasn't about a necklace. It was about respect. I took a breath and said, "I don't care about the price. I cared about choosing something meaningful. The fact that you threw it away without a second thought, that hurt more than you realize." She rolled her eyes. "I'm just being honest. I don't wear junk. You need to understand that." And right then, something inside me shifted. The hurt didn't disappear, but it changed. It turned into clarity. I realized this wasn't the first time she dismissed my feelings. It was just the first time she did it so openly. She didn't see my effort as love. She saw it as obligation. Emotions annoyed her. Thoughtfulness bored her. I looked at her and finally saw the truth. She didn't see me. Not really. I stood up, walked into the living room and sat down on the couch. The anniversary that was supposed to celebrate our relationship had instead exposed every crack I'd been ignoring. Every moment I'd felt unheard. Every time I'd convinced myself I was overthinking. For the first time, I didn't feel the need to fix anything. I didn't beg. I didn't explain. I didn't apologize for caring. I just sat there, wide awake, realizing that love without respect isn't love at all.